How do Patagonian peoples like Tehuelche and Selk'nam differ? Imagine standing in the vast wilds of Patagonia, where two groups of indigenous peoples once roamed very different parts of this land. Today, we're going to look at how the Tehuelche and Selk'nam differ in their ways of life, their environments, and their cultures. These differences tell us a lot about how humans adapt to their surroundings and develop unique traditions. The Tehuelche lived mainly on the mainland of southern Patagonia, stretching from the Rio Negro region all the way down to the Strait of Magellan. They thrived in the open plains and steppe, which are wide, grassy areas perfect for hunting and gathering. The Tehuelche were known for their tall stature, with some early explorers calling them giants. They were nomadic, moving across the plains on foot or horseback, hunting animals like guanacos and deer. Their lifestyle was shaped by the vast, open landscape they called home. In contrast, the Selk'nam, also called Ana or Anawo, inhabited the island of Tierra del Fuego at the very southern tip of South America. Their territory was mostly the northeastern part of the island, which is colder and more rugged than the mainland. The Selk'nam were also nomadic but adapted to a harsher environment filled with forests and icy plains. They relied heavily on hunting guanacos, which they caught in the island's forests and plains. And like the Tehuelche, they didn't use canoes much, though some believe they might have crossed the Strait of Magellan in small boats long ago. Physically, both groups were strong and robust, but the Selk'nam had to endure colder temperatures and tougher living conditions. Their spiritual life was rich, with complex rituals and body art that played a big role in their community. The Tehuelche, on the other hand, developed a culture centered around their environment, with a focus on hunting and mobility across the plains. Linguistically, both peoples spoke languages from the Chonan family, which shows they shared some roots. But their dialects and cultural expressions were quite different. The Selk'nam called themselves Anawo, meaning sons of the arm of the earth, which shows their deep spiritual connection to their land. The Tehuelche had their own names and stories, emphasizing their relationship with the open steppe. Sadly, both groups faced terrible hardships after European contact. Disease, displacement, and violence drastically reduced their populations. Today, descendants of both peoples are working hard to preserve their languages and traditions. So, while the Tehuelche and Selk'nam share a common Patagonian background, their differences are clear. The Tehuelche thrived on the mainland's open plains, living a lifestyle suited for wide, grassy landscapes. The Selk'nam adapted to the colder island environment with their own unique customs and survival skills. These distinctions help us appreciate the incredible diversity of early South American cultures and how they shaped the history of Patagonia.